What's up, everyone? Trent here.
Along with Julia.
Welcome back to the channel, and we're here with the 8th episode of Andor. Yes. After the last episode where Andor is taken into custody.
He's arrested.
And sentenced to 6 years.
Yep.
For a very minor crime. And just wrong place, wrong time, and just...
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got the emergency powers that the Empire have put into place, which has made everything more severe. Yeah. And the other little thread with Vel being told to assassinate Andor.
Yes.
Yeah, the loose end. That's going to be very interesting.
It's interesting to see where this is going to go.
It's such a good series. Let's check out the
Let's
episode. Let's go.
Move it. Don't look at me. Move it. Keep moving. Up the stairs. Hey.
How quickly paradise turns into something that looks very desolate.
Gargle, keep gargle.
I'll plan it.
There is platter.
Narkina 5.
What's that?
Get to your transport. Next.
What is that? What's Narkina 5? I'm a tourist.
Move it.
Ugh.
I'll plan it. El Sarvis.
So I'm assuming Narkina 5 is the prison?
Yeah, it must be. Oh no. Oh no!
Has Uncle Harlow pulled more strings?
Anywhere, come on, sit down. Sandals, everything on the floor. Tuck it in. Come on, move it, backface, let's go.
Ooh, magnetized. Nice. The fear in every one of the prisoner's eyes.
Yeah. Well, again, we've done everything from very small crime by the look of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm Lieutenant Dedra Mira. I'm the ISB supervisor for the Morlana sector.
Yeah, Dedra would want to know everything.
Yep.
What happened to Lieutenant Blevin?
I lost the questions. Ferrex, I've been reviewing the incident. I was planning on calling you in to fill some gaps in the report. We were scheduling that, but now we've both had our mornings interrupted because you keep submitting requests to the Bureau of Standards Data Center looking for Cassian Andor. So you've been at the Bureau of Standards for less than a month and you've filed 5 false inquiries.
6, actually.
I wasn't counting this morning. What are you doing, Mr. Khan?
Cassian Andor is a murderer and a threat to the Empire. I have been trying with the limited tools available to find him.
So this is about public safety. Here's what's happened
Different A,
to
little
Cyril.
different B.
You have engaged the curiosity of the ISB. Now, is there anything you'd care to tell me before I waste more of my time figuring out what it is you are up to?
I'm just trying to clear my name.
One would think you'd want to leave Ferrex as far behind as possible.
One would be wrong.
Tell me,
Answer.
what's not in Lieutenant Blevin's report that I need to know?
I have no idea. I wasn't allowed to see the report.
You signed it.
I was given no choice.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I think you're about to see it, Cyril.
Give him Blevin's report. Let him read it. Keep him in there.
Of all days.
We have time.
Good way to get the information you want.
Yeah, and also a good way to show the corruption that was
Yeah.
in there to go, no, I'm trying to help.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's like the raft. In Marvel. Universe change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much is.
Oh yeah. Do you want to try and escape? There's a whirlpool
Yeah,
right at
there's multiple whirlpools.
It looks like the whirlpools are being generated by the building.
Yeah.
Because they're on
It does,
each...
each point.
Yeah. Good defense system. You'd be sucked in regardless of where you went.
This unit was found last month on Ferrex in the Morlana 1 sector. The thief was a local named Cassian Andor. He was wanted for the murder of 2 corporate security officers. The Starpath was left behind as he escaped the tactical team sent in to arrest him. Andor was in the act of transferring the unit to a person we've named Axis because of his centrality to what we believe to be an organized rebel effort to acquire specialized Imperial gear.
Damn.
Part
Yeah.
the wish list full planetary comnet, full garrison tech package,
Good code name
Series
too,
9
Axis.
spectrum surveillance, local agent funding, code droid.
All ready to go, sir. If someone there is talking, we need to be listening.
It's a large investment.
It's a fraction of the price of lost technology.
Oof. Fair.
So drill down on Ferrix, find this thief, and then what?
Identify Axis. They escaped together. It's the first, best lead we've had.
Supervisor Mero has convinced me that this Axis has been nimble in spreading his activities across the galaxy.
Oh,
And
she's getting
no,
backed.
we don't know who he is, nor do we know the scope of our problem. The little we are aware of is already troubling.
Ferrix was a mistake.
Yeah.
It's the first one he's made. Drill down is exactly what I want to do, sir. Drill down, find
Find it.
Andor, and get a hunt started.
Ooh. That's a very interesting dynamic. The fact that he's backed her.
The fact that he backed her in it, because that also therefore paints a target on him now as well of the, well, you backed her.
If this fails.
But that line of, it's a fraction of what stolen tech is.
Yes. The inhumane treatment
Yeah, I
has
was
already
gonna say-
begun.
Oh, I thought
Do you think he was about to
step?
step on the toe? Yeah, I was too.
I was going to say, is it recognized? What's with the shoes?
Yeah.
Welcome to Narkina 5. This is an Imperial factory facility. You've all been assessed as label-worthy. Now, following this introduction, you'll be transferred to your level assignment and workroom, where your floor manager will explain the details of our schedule and expectations. Your length of stay has been predetermined.
So slave prisoners.
Quality of that time will be up to you. Now, those who've been incarcerated before will be surprised by the calm, sanitary conditions and our minimally invasive enforcement techniques. I'm sure some, if not all of you, are wondering how we risk standing before you without weapons. It's a potent question. And hopefully one you won't need to have answered very often, but...
Oh!
Well, I guess that's what the shoes do.
That's what the shoes... It's all wired.
You may start. That was level 1 of 3. Do your time productively, keep to your lane, and this needn't be more than a memory. Good luck to you.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Instilling fear before they've even really stepped foot, like literally as they've stepped foot in.
They're just over the threshold of this place.
Like the fear levels from the processing, the arrest, the processing to getting there.
Oh no.
You've read the report?
Worse than I feared.
I was gonna say entirely wrong, probably.
Negligence of my commanding officer, the total lack of imperial authority on Ferrix. The fact that Andor obviously had an organized local cadre of accomplices. None of that is here.
Let's talk about the accomplice you encountered before they escaped. You told Lieutenant Levin that Andor was in the company of an older man, tall, wearing a cloak. What's not in here?
Green. Dark boots.
I didn't get a good look.
The look.
Yeah.
I heard his voice. I'd recognize it.
You'll stop filing requests for Andor. Anticipating that, I will inform the Bureau of Standards that you were of service to the Empire today.
Oh, he's been.
Deputy Inspector.
That was very good. I solved a double murder and found the killer in 2 days. Service to the Empire. You just said it. Can one ever be too aggressive in preserving order?
Oh.
I didn't deserve what happened.
I wish you luck. I'm running late.
It's clear you need Andor in order to find his partner.
That was a disturbing line.
It's also clear that whatever this is more important than the death of 2 corporate security guards. It could be a valuable asset going forward.
Raise the alarm one more time, and it won't be me you're speaking to. Forget this happened.
It's one of those things where it's like, you don't want to drag more people into it. Yes, he may be useful, but he's going to be a problem.
Yeah, he's going to be a thorn in anyone's side that stands in his way.
Because that was a hard line.
It's such an interesting false sense of safety per se. It's sanitary, it's clean, and
Yeah.
non-threatening.
Zaprod, if I have to use it, you remember it. Yes? Yes?
What's going on? Where's your partner?
They had a tech problem on one.
Delivery takes priority over tech. New man ready on 5-2D, requesting unit override.
Copy that. Coming up.
That's not good enough. This was on the schedule. Can't just not turn up.
Other deliveries waiting. Eyes front.
Let's just get him out on the ring.
Right, step forward. Let's go. Move. Step forward and stop. Now, move. Eyes front, I said.
Sorry, I had to wait. They're short-handed down there. They had to pull a guy out from 4. I came as quick as I could.
Post up. We're already behind.
We good?
They had to pull a guy out from 4.
4. It's interesting. He's watching it just seeing and calculating.
Yeah.
Because he's like, there always has to be 2.
Step onto the lip and stop. Move forward.
But this would be so confronting as well with the starkness of it.
Yeah.
But you're right, the sterile nature of it.
And lowering. Just how everything's on high and they're down low as well.
This is Unit 5-2D.
Circus!
5 room 2. The D is for day shift.
Hey,
7
Andy.
levels of factory, 7 rooms per level, 7 tables per room, 7 men each table. My name is Kino Loy. I'm the 5-2D unit manager. The 49 men in this room answer to me. Name?
Kiev. Kiev Gurgle.
You won't be back. They only come to pick up the dead and bring their replacements. You're mine now. Off program! Back to work!
Wow.
Wow.
Productivity is encouraged. Evaluation is constant.
He's got full control over everyone.
Assigned table 5. See the main boxes, 1 through 7. Those are the scores for the tables in this room on this shift. What's your table number? 5. There you go, table 5. See it at the bottom? Last place. That's you. The 7 tallies are the running shift totals of all the other rooms on this floor. You play against all the other tables in this room. I play against all the other rooms.
Against the other rooms,
Call it what you will. The point of this conversation is that you understand one thing most clearly. I have 249 days left of my sentence. I have a free hand in how I run this room. I'm used to seeing my room in the top 3 on the level. You will want to keep that happening. Losing hope, your mind, keep it yourself. Don't ever slow up my line. Table 5.
Interesting.
Yeah, the internal prison hierarchy. So not only are you dealing with the Empire, you're dealing with the internal.
Yeah.
Now ahead. 42 minutes. Come on, boys. We can rally.
They're up there laughing.
Don't. Welch is right. We're wasting time.
Interesting that some think they'll get leeway, others will be like, nah.
What? That's his name, right? Kid.
5-2D shift productivity levels are unacceptable. We're calling a new clock. Okay, listen up! This will be a sprint segment. 39 minutes on the tone. As ever, the least productive table will be disciplined.
Oh no. Get to it.
Hands away.
I do love how Diego Luna's not doing anything except just staring, but his face is showing so much.
His face is showing so much, but it's also sitting there going, it's that he wants to help, but he doesn't know how.
Yeah, well, he's learning and he's observing. And you're thrown into this environment.
And the overwhelming nature of it as well.
Yeah,
would be
this is the next 6
what
years.
Not for me.
No, I'll have hers.
That was kind of cool. Gross, but cool.
I was just better at pretending.
That I find hard to believe.
Sagrona.
What are we toasting?
A quick night.
No, not drink to that.
In bed by 9.
Taste of foam, eh? I'll have one.
Make it 3.
I'm fine, thank you.
Mon is working.
Well, there's much to be done.
Oh, I don't think you're on the menu tonight, eh? The senator is pitching politics, not charity. Saving the empire from the emperor. Well, good luck feeding the galaxy. I'm off to feed myself.
Charity begins at home.
Oh,
Better news.
I'm about to get very
Little
busy.
dagger.
Banking regulations are making life difficult.
Difficult or impossible?
I don't know. They're staffing up Imperial auditors by the week. We'll have to see where they place them.
So we've given up on hiding it?
How much are we worrying about?
400,000.
Senator.
Oh, I was just coming to get you.
It's within your team yourself. It's within a team. It's layers. And punishment. As
Down! Keep it down!
So the scary thing is they're on another side of the room, so they're probably going to isolate which part.
yeah. He's communicating.
Ah.
Holy shit.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of bodies.
Well, this is why the Empire is such a
But there's
powerful machine, because they literally get their prisoners to work for them.
but there was no guards.
No.
You see the white lights? It's the floor. White is cold, red is hot. The white lights start flashing, you've got 7 seconds to get to your cell. Sensors in the floor, 2 men in one cell. It's an instant fry.
Jeez. Well, that's why they need to be so organised.
Iraq, everything you need here is on the wall. Water, nightlight, toilet flips down. The tube. You can get as much as you want. They like us healthy and fueled. Tough way to start.
Gruel.
Getting
Yeah.
fried twice in one day. But perhaps in a few shifts, we could pull a winner. Winner gets taste with their food. Top table wins flavor. Last place gets fried.
So little incentives, little rewards, flavour. Jeez. The little things that they miss when incarcerated.
Ask him already.
They doubled everyone's number last month. PORD.
People must be talking about it.
About what?
The Public Order Resentencing Directive.
It's been a tough month here waiting for news. Can't help but wonder what people are saying.
Yeah.
He's never heard of it. He never heard of it.
Told you.
The Public Order Decree. The resentencings.
I'm sorry.
All the rebel activity.
It's rebel nonsense.
I don't know anything about it.
They slaughtered a garrison.
That's not what he said.
They burned it down.
Does it matter?
We're the ones get punished.
Don't ever look at the number. Double, triple, it doesn't matter.
Hey!
You're in until they don't want you anymore.
Enough!
Get straight with that.
Mouse Street!
Thinks they're getting it now is dreaming. Those days are
Oh.
over.
You're in until they don't want you.
You don't walk in your sleep, do you?
What?
You get fried if you...
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Hot floor!
Yeah. If you walk in your sleep, you step on the sensor. Hot floor, 7 seconds, get in. Get in. Yeah, get in. Like, how overwhelming would it be, though? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, overwhelming and anxiety. They
You
defeat
defeat
you.
you.
They defeat
Yeah.
you mentally and physically.
Well, that's always the way, isn't it? One forgets to savor the familiar.
So true.
We came here as children.
To visit?
No, Mom became a senator at 16.
So this is where you met?
No, we'd already been married a year.
So romantic.
And traditional. The old ways of Chandrila.
As was the custom.
To each people its own.
Speaking of, have you seen Tay?
No, he left. He said he had an early morning.
Of course. Excuse me, if you will.
Ooh.
So nice to meet you. I'm going to spend more time at this window, I promise you.
Oh, I hope nothing happened to Tay.
The sound,
The sound.
of it too.
It's a sensory experience of misery. And you'd be looking at that number, you want to increase it, so that'd be a motivator, but if it doesn't go up, you'd be...
Decrease it, you want it lower. Yeah.
You'd be...
30 shit.
Tighten up!
Yeah, their humanity
Your literal work
It's
robots.
like I was gonna say it's like they're in a pen, an animal pen.
I just want to know, what are they?
Yeah. Given the size of them, they've got to be for a ship of some kind. And just him in the background lurking.
You just taking a breather. Come on, guys. You got a chance of winning the ship today. Shame to waste it.
I'm glad they've got Andy Serkis back. He deserved a bigger part in the sequels.
Oh, you're freezing. My mother was a whiner, and that'll cure
Oh,
you.
she's hurt her head.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out if you need a doctor or not.
She has pain in the knee.
The doctor was here yesterday. Your breathing sounds weak. You got dizzy again.
Oh, the boys had to carry you back here.
It travels fast.
Oh.
She fell.
What was she doing by the hotel?
She's obsessed with troopers. She fell trying to pry open the Aldrich's floodgate.
She gonna flush them out?
No. She wanted to see if the tunnel under the hotel was still open.
Why?
So the rebellion can sneak in and take them by surprise. She's a rebel.
What about the daughters of Ferrix? She's a past president. They must have a warm room somewhere.
They've tried. She's made her wishes clear.
Daughters of Ferris.
Where did you go?
Who's the big one?
Hey.
I've no idea.
There's a room to rent around the corner. They have a sign up.
Can't just stay here.
I can.
Alone.
Two of us would draw too much attention.
We'll just stay here and wait. Just hope he shows up. Could be anywhere.
This is all we have right now. What's the alternative? You think the Empire stops to catch its breath? This is a fight to the death, Vel. I told you up front. The struggle will always come first. We take what's left.
Interesting.
It is an interesting relationship.
I'm a mirror, Vel. You love me because I show you what you need to see. Thank you.
Sure.
What's up?
I need to look for something in the back.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. It's been off for a while.
It's urgent.
Oh, they're going to be monitoring.
Yep. That is not a good idea.
Interesting parallel to the first time she did this, where they were more than happy to announce you got to be cautious. Everything's changed. Oh dear.
This is not a good idea.
Nope.
It's the shop owner on Ferrix. She's trying to find Cassian Andor. His mother is ill. We're not answering. We can't.
She could point us in the right direction.
She's asking us.
She knows more than we do. So much more. She might have a lead.
Yeah, more likely it's the ISB working her radio.
You're guessing.
And you're slipping.
Yeah, it's...
We're shutting down Ferrix. The code, the frequency, all of it. I'm thinking clearly and you're not.
It's Andor. Knowing it's out there, knowing me. Not knowing what he knows.
Getting to him. Yeah.
I took him on the Fandor. Was I insane?
You were desperate for Aldani to work, and it did. And we'll find him, just not like this.
I'm not slipping, Leia. I've just been hiding for too long.
It's all different now. We're going loud.
Yeah.
Vulnerability is inevitable.
Yep.
I just need you to wake up. There's a lot to do.
Shut it down.
Oh. Two very interesting relationships, the Cinta and Vel, and these two, where you've got two people whose emotions and logic is getting in the way of their thinking, and the other being very the mirror, what you need to see and guiding in the way they need to go. But smart. The ISB would be monitoring.
If they only knew he's not coming back.
Yeah, I'm worried for her though. Oh. Oh, he's gonna kill himself.
Table 3, the tall one! Fell! He jumped! Oh, yeah, well, we'll be smelling him all night. Here! Smells it here! You slip in, you can see it. I don't care, man. Rail here at night, I've got no sympathy. Shut up about it. You're the one's going to be short-handed all day tomorrow. Think about that when you're getting fried.
Jeez.
Quiet down!
Level 5, grid disruption. You have 10 seconds to get on your sleeping platforms.
The different
reaction
chatter.
to
Yeah. There's some who had no idea. The tall guy at table 3. Great, we're gonna be a person down.
What's going on?
It's Pack's yard. I'm not sure they're all over it.
They monitored the signal. They have to have
Yeah, intercepted.
yeah.
Tell me, where is he?
No.
Yeah.
Silence!
No.
Yeah, Bix, that shouldn't have done it.
They took Pack in last night.
Where?
The hotel. He never came home.
Move it!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Colleen! Vix Colleen.
Oh.
That's your name, isn't it? If not, the resemblance, well, it's striking.
Get this whole piece. Run!
Don't run.
Don't run.
Good yell. Through the square. Oh! Oh, is he going to see Saw Gerrera?
The garrison at Aldani.
He is!
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
You'd never tell me if it was.
Would I be out here in the cold if I had just pinched 100 million credits?
That's exactly what you do.
And that's exactly what I would say.
If you're trying to convince me it was you, it's working.
Let's agree. It was a masterpiece.
Wow, no, I'm sure.
Tell me what you've got.
Well, how about a full set of Imperial drive adapters? I also got 3 sealed steer guard targeting deflectors.
You have this all here with you. At what cost?
Anto Krieger. I want you to meet him.
Anto Krieger?
He's been probing the Imperial power station at Spellhouse. He's found a weakness in the defenses.
The man is an ox. Slow and stupid.
Not strong. I want you to hear his plan. He'll need air support.
Let's just keep this simple. I'll take all 3 deflectors. How much?
Oh, you meet with Krieger, they're free. You don't, I'll take them. That's what I'm trying to change.
I'm not going to put my people at risk for someone else.
We need to pull together, Saw.
No, he's
Whatever
already...
a final version of success looks like, there's no chance any of us can make it real on our own. We need the Empire
Yeah,
to
but
help.
Saw's methods
We
are
need them
very...
angry. We need them coming down hard, but together.
Krieger's a separatist. Maepes a neo-republican. The Gorman Front. The Partisan Alliance. Sectorists. Human cultists. Galaxy petitionists. They're lost. All of them lost. What are you, Luther? I've never really known. What are you?
I'm a coward. I'm a man who's
Oh, he wasn't
terrified
expecting
the
honesty.
Empire's power will grow beyond the point where we can do anything to stop it. I'm the one who says we'll die with nothing if we don't put aside our petty differences.
Petty?
Well, anarchy is a seductive concept.
Yeah, I was just about to say...
A bit of a luxury, I'd argue, to a man who's hiding in cold caves and begging for spare parts.
Poor Bix.
Oh no.
She's on her way up. Would you like us to clear the room?
No. I wanted to see him.
Oh no.
doing? Get him out of here. Quickly.
You two, with me. Now!
Oh, very interesting play.
Interesting play.
Yeah, I wanted to see him. So we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Hello, Biggs.
I'm friendly.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. It's like it's just like the Leia scene in A New Hope. They're working a lot more efficiently. Why do I even feel like they're helping build more of the prison?
Oh!
I do not know how he's going to get out of that. But there are some very interesting things that Cassian was shown. And
There's a lot.
It was a lot to take in. He was very observant, but there was the Empire it's a theme that's gone on in their cockiness. They wouldn't expect someone like him to be calculating and observing everything. They are giving away a lot of information without realizing
what information they're given.
Yes. The when someone jumps off when the guy committed suicide, you saw the lights flashing, the floor went it deactivated for a bit.
It deactivated for
you
a
have
bit,
10 seconds to get back to your cell.
There's been a fault. Well, you have 10 seconds.
Yeah. So, and seeing the processing, the changeover of the guard, there has to be 2 guards.
That changeover of the guards would be very interesting to rewatch again, to hear what was said, and we need to wait for him. We don't have time to wait for him. What happened? This happened.
Yeah, there was a death. And they had to get the body out. Was basically why that other guard was late.
It's really interesting to see how those deaths affect it, because they don't look like they've planned for death.
And can I just make a statement?
Accidental or suicide.
Can I just make a statement on the actual prison itself? There's a technical name for it, but it's a prison where it's a power play by the authority and the officers.
It's a
where they can see at all points the prisoners and what they're doing. The prisoners can't see the officers. Yes. There was one line in there when you saw that window and the guard walked past, and the guy on table 7 said, "They're laughing at us. You can see they're laughing at us." You can't see anything. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if they're being observed. I can't remember the name of what that type of prison's called.
It's almost like a self-governed prison as well, because you have risen up prisoners to leadership positions to give them rewards, to give rewards further down, to allow for that chain of it. If you do well, you get flavor.
Yeah, Andy Serkis's character was a good addition to show that.
He is so creepy and so good, because he does that millisecond changes in his face that goes from very friendly to very freaking scary very quickly.
It shows the power that he has, but
yes,
with that and the reward, the incentive to be productive, and then you have the other thought of, no one gets out of here. He's not going to get out in 258 days or 68, whatever his sentence was. He's not going to get out. It's a false hope.
It's a false hope. We're here until
they don't need you anymore. There was a lot to dissect in that whole thing, and just the Imperial prison complex that they've developed, and both internally within the prison and externally, the fear, and just the way they're processing, the way they're treating prisoners before they've even stepped foot in the prison, and just the powers that they've implemented.
And then the power of information flow through, because there was no one from that transport that was in the same room as Andor.
Nope.
And then that need on that whole level to go there for
what
is
the
the information?
What's this? Yeah, what's the rebel attack on Adani? What's the new law?
And the pain that gave Andor as well, to say, I know nothing.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you gave hope. And then the 3 different reactions to the, I told you he knows nothing, to the, shut up, you're just talking
Yeah.
shit, and then no, like,
You have to know.
You have to know.
Yeah.
You have to know what's happening.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing going on in the world at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. It's gone everywhere. It's the power of information.
Mm.
But yeah, and the other thing that's scary is this is just one prison.
This is just one
This is
part
just-
of a one prison.
Yeah,
in
one level.
One level on a multi-level, 7-leveled prison that looks like there are 7 islands.
Yeah.
That is a lot of bodies.
I would like to count how many levels there were, because what is it, the 9 levels of hell? Is it 10 levels of hell?
I've forgotten
Where there's
Dante.
the different levels
different
of hell.
levels of hell. I've completely mind blanked on Dante.
I would like to count. I would like to count to see whether they actually did like a levels of hell thing. But that was a very interesting thing to explore, and just they even said it. We're friendly. We're sterile. We're clean. We look after you. We don't carry weapons with us.
This is
but
very
boom, we're going to
different,
zap you and instill fear. The fear of what can happen to you here. You obey the rules. Nothing happens to you. We're so nice when.
Well, the tagline of that unthreatening nature aspect of for those who have been incarcerated before, you will find this different. You will find us clean. You will be fed. You will have water. You will be sustained.
Yep.
And then fried.
And then he said it all with the smug tone and the I know you're about to fry, and we aren't. There was a it was a we're not nice, but we're going to portray that we're nice. But then the other issues going on with Bix getting taken in, that's a huge development. There are a lot of developments between key characters here.
Yeah.
You had Cyril and Dedra, who
Cyril's just painting a target on his head.
He's driven. He wants to prove himself, and
yeah.
I think Dedra's going to see that eventually, once she pieces together a few more pieces of what's gone on, realizing that the report is omitting information.
Yeah.
But some of the lines in there, that line that he said about I can't remember what he said exactly. I said it in the reaction after he said it, but it was almost like it was to do with the quest for order is to be done aggressively.
Yeah, the price of justice has no no cost.
Should be aggressively pursued.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah. And there was some really powerful dialogue in there, and I like that they're showing both sides. Just because we know the Empire's terrible, and we're seeing what they're actually doing to instill that fear. We're seeing how the people on Coruscant are viewing the Emperor, where it's he's protecting us. They're high on their podiums. They're high in their ivory towers. They're not fearful of the law.
He's doing this to protect us, and that line of if you've done nothing,
you have nothing to fear.
If you've done nothing to warrant it, you have nothing to fear. And then the perfect line. I'm so glad she said it.
Yeah.
Of I worry about your idea of justice, or your idea of
calling them out.
wrong.
What is right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a little jab to show you're ignorant to think if you're above this, and they won't turn on you if you're not with the Emperor's propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is one of the beautiful things about the Empire as well in that regard, is that to create that idea of safety but not actually have it, to rip it from people regardless of status and where they are, is very impressive to do.
Well, the safety and justice that he's instilling is a false narrative where it's you're safe as long. It's basically you're safe as long as I want you to be safe, and as long as you're a benefit
as
to
long
me.
as you're a benefit. Yeah.
Yeah, because we saw how quickly they changed the laws with the attack on Aldani, and who's to say if you were to go against what they want, it could easily turn. And they could easily do it on the planets that they are looking after, like the planets that the senators represent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
if you start playing hardball and don't negotiate in the Empire's interest, well, let's see the rights get taken from you guys. But
exactly.
The people that Mon Mothma's engaging with at that dinner are very much pro-Empire.
Yes.
But it's good to see those little jabs, just call them out on their crap.
Call them out on the crap, but also do it in a way where it's the you're not safe.
Well, it's
either.
it's the false perception
yeah.
she's made. I'm the annoyance. I'm the
Humanitarian.
the irritation. Yes, and learning more about her relationship with her husband, where it wasn't out of love, it was a tradition at 15
to get married.
So there's no love there. They've just done the tradition of her planet. I fear for the banker.
Yes.
Because that didn't get resolved. I thought that was going to get resolved. It didn't get resolved this episode.
Get resolved, no.
And the way Perrin said he had to leave early,
Yeah,
I am
an
very
early
much,
meeting, yes.
very much concerned what's gone on there. And just the way the daughter keeps interjecting as well.
The daughter was an interesting use this time, especially because last time we saw her, she was being kind of played by her father to get information out of her mother, and it was kind of done again this time.
This time she looked more concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then there was the playback of your father's looking for you.
Yeah. Get out of my business. Get out of my business now. But yeah, I feel a bit worried. For the banker. But a lot of pairing dynamics. I mentioned before, we had Cyril and Dedra, Vel and Cinta, Bix and the other worker guy, and they're looking after Marva, who I don't want her to.
I don't want her to die.
Yeah, and just it's seeing her last episode where she was so inspired to do things, and seeing her actually do things, and
it's that concern of you're never too old to join the rebellion, but it is that stop trying to do things that you shouldn't be doing alone.
Yeah.
And especially that everyone knows, like, it's that tagline, well, she's a rebel.
Yeah.
And they're not saying that in she's a rebel. It's no, she's a rebel.
Yeah, this is her drive. This is her drive. This is her passion, like her purpose. She's rediscovered it. She's reignited the passion. And I'm sure everyone would know what happened to her husband.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but there were some very little interesting tidbits dropped with the Daughters of Ferrix and the passage underneath under the hotel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a lot to process, and just both Vel and Luthen kind of realizing that we need to, we're out in the we're in this.
We're loud now.
Yeah, we're no longer doing this quietly and in the shadows. We made the announcement, and now,
But also the mistake and regret they feel on using Andor.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. A nice little tie into Rogue One with Saw Gerrera, Forrest Whitaker coming back. That was nice, and seeing how he still has his own motives and motivations that. He still doesn't want to work with other people. He wants to do things his way. He is a extremist. He is, as far as my understanding is, he's beyond the rebellion. He's a rebel, but he's gone beyond the scope of what the rebellion represents.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know too much on Saw. That's just my understanding of him, which is why he's so feared
from how he was explaining it as well, and it's the hard thing that the rebels have always faced. It's you have so many multiple factions who don't trust each other, who don't want to work with each other because you're an extremist, you're a
separatist, occultist.
You're an occultist.
There was he listed them all.
He listed them all the different ways, and then just what are you?
Yeah.
And that and that surprise of a coward.
Yeah, I'm a coward. You're an anarchist. I'm a coward. And it just shows that even though he's an anarchist, you're doing well for yourself. You're living in caves trying to make deals for scrap. Yeah. But no, you're right. It's the rebellion doesn't gain traction until all the various groups that all want the same thing,
all the same goal,
come together. Which, as we see with Rogue One and Star Wars Rebels, and obviously through the Skywalker saga, those
we see those binding moments, the ties and the knots that form to bind it into the rebels and the rebellion to form that, and it definitely is tied more neatly in with Rogue One with that that's kind of the one that gets the net together, almost pulls the net closer, and then they all bind together.
Yeah, but I really hope we get to see how Andor gets to that point we see in Rogue One. But yeah, it's not looking good for him at the moment.
Oh God, no!
To get out of this prison, how he's going to get out of the prison? What, like?
Are we going to get a prison break?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That's But then I'm like, are we going to get a 5-scale prison break? Are we going to get a small prison break? Are we going to get a Shawshank Redemption?
I hope Andy Serkis.
Or are we going to get?
I hope Andy Serkis makes it out. Yeah, I really hope Andy Serkis makes it out.
I don't know.
But anyway, tell us your thoughts on the episode in the comments below. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always, keep it nerdy.